Today I would like us to explore a topic we as literature teachers often overlook. Many times we assume that students will meet this topic in external exams, so we skip it. However, I've discovered that when we fail to teach this topic, some curious students end up asking thought-provoking questions about it. And that topic is the difference between English literature and the literature in English. Before we delve into this topic, I would like to ask a question. Is there really a difference between these two terms? That is English literature and the literature in English. My answer is yes. Let's start. English literature refers specifically to works written by an English writer. And when we talk about English writers, we are talking about writers from England. In other words, if someone from England writes a literary work, that work is never called literature in English. Instead, it is called English literature. And we are talking about writers like Geoffrey Chaucer, William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, and other ones. And their works deals with English society, culture, and history. On the other hand, literature in English refers to any literary work that is written in the English language, regardless of the author's nationality or background. In other words, if someone who is not from England writes a literary work in English, that work is never called English literature. Instead, that work is called literature in English. And that means African literature, Caribbean literature, American literature, Asian literature, and any other literature in English language are all included in literature in English. And examples of such works are Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, Wole Soyinka's The Lion and the Jewel, Ngugi wa Thiong'o's The River Between, Adekunle Amar's The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born, and many others. I believe at this point I've been able to establish that there's a difference between English literature and the literature in English. Let me just say it one last time. English literature refers to works that are written by English writers from England, while literature in English refers to literary works that are written in the English language, regardless of the writer's nationality and background. Before I leave your beautiful faces, I would like to drop a question for my literature lovers. And that question is, between these two literary works, Animal Farm by George Orwell